You know what I don't understand, people? I don't understand why all these disgusting pedos all over the internet wants forgiveness. When they get caught, they always got an excuse. They don't want to own up to their mistakes. And they feel like people should stop criticizing them and saying, hey, I got caught. Okay, but I think you guys should just forgive me for what I... That's not how it works. Not how it works, people. You got creeps like EDP, creeps like Cyrax, many others on the internet always expect people like us to just forgive them, expect us to just move on from all that. No matter how many times y'all come back on the internet, man, you people is going to always be criticized. People are not just attacking y'all just to be attacking y'all. People are doing it for a reason. When you people like Cyrax and EDP and all the rest of the other pedophiles who complain about being criticized on the internet, they think people just going after them because of jealousy or the way they look. No, that's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with jealousy. It's got nothing to do with you making whatever amount of money that y'all made on YouTube, especially EDP. He assumes that everybody's jealous because of the money or whatever like that, when it's got nothing to do with that. It's got absolutely nothing to do with that. It's just the fact that people is disgusted by that. They're disgusted by that. And you people, people like Cyrax and EDP, they expect people to just forget all about it. They expect people to forget all about it and pretend like it never happened. It's not how it works. It don't work like that. And see, that's when you insult people. See, Cyrax and EDP, they think everybody out there is stupid and dumb. When you come on the internet and you have lame excuses, you just have so many excuses and you try to justify your actions on what you did, and then you expect people to just forget about it, you're basically insulting the people. You're basically saying that it's not a big deal. You're basically saying that what y'all did was not a big thing. So basically, you insult the audience out there when you say that kind of stuff. You're trying to say that everybody should be stupid. You're trying to say whatever excuse or lame excuses that you and Cyrax have, you and EDP have, y'all think that people should just go along with your stories, especially when y'all have zero evidence to back up your claim that you were set up. Zero evidence. Cyrax, he thinks people just going after him because of the way he looks and all that stuff like that. No, Cyrax, that's got nothing to do about the way you looks. It's got nothing to do with your appearance. It's the fact that I've seen the proof and I've seen the evidence myself on YouTube of you showing your penis to an underage child. And you had so many lame excuses and stuff like that. Even the decoy even told you the age. They even told you the age. And you still kept pursuing it. So you're busted right there. Same thing with EDP. Decoyed or not. Decoy told him the age. And what did EDP do, people? Instead of saying, oh, you're too young for me, I ain't trying to go to jail, blah, 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 he kept pursuing it. So the proof is there in the text. It's all there. And these two seem to think that people just picking on them just to be picking on them, when we all see it with our own eyes, people, with our own eyes, that it's been proven a fact that these two sickos have a sick obsession with children. They do. You can play it off all you want to and say, no, I'm not into children. No, I'm not. No. The proof is in the text. The proof is in the text. The proof is in the videos of you two. Especially EDP when Chat Ghost and them confronted him. It's all right there. All in the text, all in the videos. So come on now. And you think people should not be disgusted by that? Of y'all's actions? Y'all think we should not be disgusted by that? Y'all trying to say that we're not allowed to say that you two are in the wrong? You two are disgusting human beings for doing that? So basically, you two are trying to say that people are not allowed to say that. And see, when you try to argue with public opinions, when you sit there and try to argue with people, then they're gonna make fun of you. They're gonna pick on you. Cyrax made a video, got trolled really bad. He's getting trolled so many bad, you got people coming to his house knocking him out, beating him up. All because of his stupidness. Same with EDP. Arguing with trolls and this and that, except he didn't get knocked out though. I wish someone would have knocked him out. Because I definitely been wanting to see somebody confront EDP and knock him out. And, you know, we could have got that from J Money, but, you know, J Money, EDP walked away from J Money, though. But I wish somebody would knock EDP out. I wish maybe he'll change his tune, though. But EDP might put up a little bit more fight than Cyrax, though. You know, EDP's a heavy set guy. So EDP might put up a little bit, he might put up a little bit more fight than Cyrax. I ain't gonna sit there and say EDP gonna stand there and let someone hit him. I think EDP will try to defend himself the best way he can. But I don't understand. It's just that, you know, EDP and Cyrax, they think that people are in the wrong for criticizing them. When you get caught as a pedophile and when there's 100% proven facts about you, you have no right to be angry at the people out there. You have no right to be angry with them, whether they insult y'all or not. What can you say when you got caught? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, you can make a 10 or 15, 20-minute video and talk trash to the people, saying they're disgusting for coming at you. You can do all that all you want to. It's not going to change a damn thing about what you two tried to do. Not going to change nothing, man. Nothing at all. You know, if y'all want forgiveness, stay off the internet. Simple as that. Do everybody a favor. Stay off the internet and don't talk. Because, you know, Cyrax, he thinks people just pick it on just to be picking on him, when that's not the case, Cyrax. They're picking on you because you feed into it. They're picking on you because you're a pedo. That's why people's picking on you. So basically, Cyrax, including EDP, basically what people are saying is that if you two don't want to take responsibilities for what y'all have done, then they're going to be assholes too. Like if y'all want to be assholes, they can be, you know, the audience out there can be assholes too. They can be assholes too. And then when the audience out there be assholes, then YouTube wants to go run and tell the police. YouTube get on the internet and talk shit and run your mouth. And then when someone confronts y'all in real life, what do YouTube do? YouTube get on the phone and dial and call the freaking police. Like talk all that hard stuff on the internet. Yeah, y'all don't have a right. Yeah, and then when someone confronts y'all, y'all get scared and go hide behind the police like the cowards y'all are. Because that's what pedophiles do. That's what pedophiles do. Pedophiles are sneaky people. They're sneaky. They'll talk shit on the internet, and then when someone confronts them in real life, some of them will call the police like EDP and Cyrax. They'll call the police. Some pedophiles out there will try to put up a fight now. I ain't gonna sit there and say all. Pedophiles don't have to look like EDP or Cyrax. Pedophiles could be thugs. Pedophiles could be killers out there. You know what I'm saying? They don't always look like EDP. They don't always look like people like EDP or Cyrax. It could be pedophiles out there that can be celebrity, boxer, street fighter. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta just look like EDP or Cyrax. You know what I'm saying? But a pedo's a pedo. They're all the same to me. They're all a bunch of creeps out there. And you know what's so strange about these pedophiles is that you sick bucks out there have an obsession over children, but y'all don't never want to go after no prostitute, especially EDP. EDP, he could have slept with. I mean, bro, if you wanted some coochie that bad from a minor, then why didn't you go after a prostitute down there in California? Because that's where you're at. You're over there by the West Coast, and trust me, there's plenty of prostitutes down there in your area, EDP, down there in California on the West Coast. There's a lot of prostitutes down there in your area, bro. I know damn well you know where some prostitutes be at. Even though these prostitutes wouldn't want to have nothing to do with you, but if you show them the money, yeah. But they're gonna have to lift that. They're gonna have to lift that fat belly up to do things with you, and that's a lot of work. I mentioned that before. If EDP was ever to get him a prostitute down there in LA, they would have to lift his big belly up. But yeah, back to this, man. I just, these people, Cyrax and EDP, they just think people just picking on them just to be picking on them, and that's not the case, bro. It's not. If you're somebody on YouTube that just make regular videos, you don't bother nobody, you make video content, and you don't bother people, those kind of people don't deserve to be bothered. They don't deserve to be trolled or harassed. But if it's people like Cyrax, EDP, Daniel Lawson, or any other pedophile out there who gets busted on social media, they deserve to get harassed and criticized on social media. They do. They do. I don't care what no one tells me. Because they are some scumbags to me. That's what they are. They scumbags and they prey on little children. But when people like us, when we make videos and trash them and tell them how much of a scumbag they really are, we get flagged for that. We get flagged for bullying. All because we're telling the truth about these sick pedophiles. That's why I hope someday Rumble will be just as big as YouTube. If Rumble can be just as big as YouTube, I'm telling you right now, everybody's going to leave YouTube and go to Rumble where they can have more freedom to say what they want to say without worrying about their videos being removed or being false flagged. I'm telling you that right now. And I'm hoping for the best for Rumble. I'm hoping that Rumble will surpass YouTube when it comes to the popularity. And when they do, I'm telling you right now, millions and millions of people are going to leave YouTube to go to Rumble to have a little bit more freedom on what they can say. Watch now. But you really can't feel sorry for people like Cyrax and EDP. Especially when they're not sorry for what they did. And it doesn't matter whether they apologize or not for what they did. It's still not going to change for who you are. When you get caught as a pedophile on social media, it's just not no forgiveness in that. Once you decide to go down that road, there's no coming back from that. Yeah, you can make a video and apologize to people and saying that you don't know where your mind was at and stuff like that. But once you decide to go down that road and start to mess with minors, whether it's a minor or decoyed or not, and you get busted and you get exposed, there's no coming back from that. You can't come back from that. Cyrax is living proof. EDP 445 is living proof. Can't come back from that. Your name, your legacy is tarnished. Yeah, you can come back on the internet if you want to, but people is not going to have nice things to say about you. Because me personally, I would get tired of the criticism. I really would. If I would have got caught like Cyrax and EDP, if I would have got busted, and even though I keep making a comeback and I keep getting suspended and I keep getting banned from every platform, I would have just gave up and just saying to hell with it, you know? No one wants to hear what I have to say. I'm always getting banned. I mean, there's nothing you can say because YouTube choose to go down that path. YouTube choose to go down that path where there's no return. And let this be a warning to all you people out there who's thinking about talking to minors or talking to fake decoys, and you're like a very popular YouTube and you got like maybe 2 or 3 million subscribers or followers or whatever. You got a pretty big fan base. Just so y'all know that if you are doing this, talking to minors, and you thinking you're never going to get caught, because let me tell you something. Once you get caught, once you get exposed, there's no coming back for that. No coming back from it. Don't believe me? Ask Cyrax. Ask EDP 445. Ask any other pedophiles on social media. Ask any other pedophiles out there. Some can make a comeback and regain their fan base. Some can heal from it and bounce back from it. But normally it's hard to bounce back from where you are, especially when you got busted as a pedophile on the internet. It's really hard to make a comeback. Some can bounce back from it, some can't. But EDP and Cyrax can't really bounce back from where they were, especially EDP 445. He wants to bounce back and go back to where things used to be, and he sees it for himself. He's not welcome back on YouTube, no matter where he goes. You know, he's always going to get banned. But that's pretty much all I got to say. Pedophiles on social media should never be forgiven. Never. They should never be given a second chance. I would never give a pedophile a second chance. I don't care if I'm a fan of them or not. They don't deserve a second chance. Because once you decide to go down that path, there's no coming back. And that's the truth. Anyway, y'all, peace.